Okay, so hello everybody, welcome back to another episode. In this one, we are looking at Naked Brands again. So of course, Naked Brands is a swimwear company. The stock has been doing exceptionally well recently. Obviously, we're up significantly. Things look like they are flattening out more recently. We're asking the question in tonight's episode is this one a dead penny stock as it has flattened out a bit? Are we going to see a breakout? And if so, how long until we reach $1? All of that kind of stuff and more is coming up in this video. So if it does sound like a plan, please do leave a like and subscribe to the channel, because you guys already know we are trying to grow the channel as fast as possible. On top of that, guys, if you do like videos on penny stocks, feel free to become a channel member to support us. It would be massively appreciated. And if you want to come talk to us on Discord for free, you can do so. Link to our Discord is down in the description. And with all of that stuff being said, I am not a financial advisor, so do your own research, but we are going to jump straight in. When we do have a look on our screen right now, we can see Naked stock is trading at about 46 cents, like I said. Obviously, from about the 13th or 14th of January, we can see we are pretty flat. Obviously, we are up 1.7%, but that's hardly even notable, especially in context to the the huge month gains that we have been seeing previously. So, of course, from the 30th up until now, we are up 131%. So, of course, that 1% looks absolutely tiny in comparison. So, of course, looking at this one, what we have seen in the past, most notably actually from the 8th onwards, is a big increase and then a little bit of a sell-off afterwards. Now, of course, people were going a bit mad at this sell-off, thinking what's going to happen next. In my opinion, I don't think it's too bad that that sell-off did happen at all, because I think it was bound to happen, being as the stock is up so insanely. But with that being said, we are definitely in a good position to see some action happening next. So my personal opinions on this one, I know these are going to be kind of polarizing opinions, but there are three different approaches which I'm going to take to looking at the stock. The first approach is that it's going to do well. I'm not saying it's going to happen, but it is just one potential model that we might see. So I think at some point soon, if we are going to do well, we are going to slowly and surely going to start to see a little bit of a breakout in the share's price. I think it's going to come quite slowly at the start, but I think it is going to be enough to give us an indication that we are going to be about to see some decent growth. I think we've seen this with a lot of different penny stocks. Sundial kind of did this one where it actually started to pick up a little bit after looking like it had been dead, and I think this is really one of those which is in a similar position. If it does do that, and if it does pick up a little bit in the future, we're in a good position to buy, because of course we will be seeing growth, but I am not a financial advisor. The second position that we could be seeing, this is a more unfortunate position, well, not the most, but the more unfortunate one, that is that it could potentially just stay at this level pretty flat for some time. And I think that would be obviously not very good, because it wouldn't really be moving at all, and at that point there'd be no point in investing it. And of course, if that was to happen, things aren't looking great, and right now we have no indication of what direction we are going to be moving in. And I say that just because right now we haven't really seen too much of a growth since that big increase and sell-off, so I don't think that's too bad of a thing if we can get this one back in the green at some point. But with such a lack of motion recently, it's definitely hard to say. And the third and worst view which we could potentially see with this one is the potential of it actually going down a little bit further. So of course this could happen in two ways. It could just sell off quite quickly if people aren't interested anymore, or it could sell off quite slowly if people gradually lose interest with nothing happening. Now this does kind of tie in with the second model which I just spoke about, and we wouldn't like to see either of these happen, but you guys do need to know that with a penny stock it is a possibility, as this one has not really had too much traction overall, and it is definitely possible. That's just my view, but in a more positive light, let's talk about $1 price targets and how we could potentially hit them. So of course, guys, like I said, nothing is guaranteed, and it is still possible that it might not happen. But if we are going to actually see that growth in best case scenario, which might come in the next week or two, we could be seeing this one slowly and surely start to pick up. So I think in the next week or so, if it is going to happen, we are going to see it break to new highs of about 60 cents, and I think that'd be a good thing to see indeed. From there though, I wouldn't be surprised if we saw a bit of a sell-off, and then in the next 3 or 4 months, I think we could definitely rage up to $1. Now don't get me wrong, if it does pick up a bit more traction, I do think it is possible, and if it picks up a bit less traction, I'd say it would be safe to hit $1 by the end of the year. And of course, if it picks up no traction, it's going to be hard to say at all, because it could be multiple years. But best case scenario, I think we are looking at a few months, maybe 1 to 5 months maximum, to hit $1 on the high side. On a reasonable estimate, maybe 3 to about 7 months is a very, very conservative estimate to hit $1. And of course, worst case scenario, it will just continue continue at the level that we are seeing right now. So overall, guys, there is not really an indication that this one is going up right now. I don't think that's a bad thing at all. I know that some people are going to be trying to get in ahead of the market and probably buy it now, but my personal view, if I was to be buying this one, I would definitely leave it a day or two in my personal opinion. And the reason why I say that is because if I was going to be investing in this one, I'd like to see a bit of motion which would indicate which way we were going, i.e. I'd like to see a bit of a flick upwards which would indicate that we are going to be starting to go up, or I would like to see it go down so I would know not to invest. But overall, guys, this one does definitely have some big potential for the long term and for the short term if the company can basically play its cards right, and if they can keep investors, you know, inquisitive as to what is going on with this stock. So overall, we have seen big growth. It's kind of slowing down now, not too bad of a thing if it does pick up in the next few days, and I can understand why it is kind of flat after seeing no motion. But I do think we are hopefully going to see a breakout in the next week or so, and I think it'd be a lovely thing to see. So I hope you enjoyed the quick video, guys. If you did, please do leave a like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye until then.